Hi guys, it's Jacob from String Buzz here, and this is like the fifth time I've tried recording this review. Unfortunately, when you do these reviews all in one take, you tend to muck up every now and then, and I've mucked up 5 times. Before we jump into it, I just want to say I apologise for continue using this mobile setup in front of the laptop. Unfortunately, when I try turning on my video camera, it doesn't work anymore, and that's quite problematic for me. Obviously, I don't have anything to cover in for it, so you're going to have to sort of put up with this terrible audio, and I do apologise for that. I don't really have time to be trawling through looking for a camera right at this moment or audio equipment because I've got too much to worry about with the site and other aspects which I have to put my concentration towards. So hopefully in the upcoming future this can be sorted, and hopefully these reviews you can still hear my opinion and you can still get the gist of what I'm saying and that it's not too unlistenable. But on to the point, we have Give by Yumi at 6 as our latest song review, and Yumi at 6 are a group which I've sort of fallen out of love with recently. The last 5 years or so, I found this alt-rock / sort of hard rock approach really dull and outdated, especially for Josh. It doesn't suit Josh's voice whatsoever. He's got a bouncy and quite a delicate voice, it's quite soft, and he sounds really forced trying to sing these songs, and it hasn't worked for me at all. So I was actually steered away from listening to this track because I'd reviewed the prior tracks to it and they'd all been getting sort of 3 and 4s out of 10. So I was really not liking what was being produced here. It's caused me to sort of remember them better for their pop rocky, sort of pop punky days. Like what they used to be good at and what everybody loved them for is that they made these short, precise tunes with really catchy hooks and really catchy sections. They didn't try doing anything out of their comfort zone because it worked well. So why go out of the comfort zone? And that was sort of my feelings towards the last few tracks. But anyways, they varied it up again, and Give is a track which really took me off guard. Like, I was really surprised by it. It's definitely one of the better tracks I've heard in the last, month or so. I really enjoyed it, and it's sort of reminiscent of what they did best back in the past. They were direct, they knew what they were doing, and the hook's catchy, and that's all I can really say about this track. I mean, I've got the article up here, so I'll read you a little bit off of it, and production-wise, everything sounded really crisp here. The guitars had a great tone, the vocals sounded organic and raw, and the drums had a whole ton of impact. If you don't already know, I love drums to have this deep, wholesome kick, and I love a snare that cuts right through, and they had that here. It's like a proggy type mix of drums, and I really like that. Even the backing synths filled the stereo field really well, and I can't really fault the production as a whole. I mean, even the things they tried to add in to gloss the track up didn't take away from its sort of natural approach, and I like that. Definitely one of the better produced tracks in the last month or so, so it's good stuff. Musicality wise, the song is simplistic, but it's sincere. Like, he meant every word he sang, and nothing has been too overdone here. I actually went on to say each note is played precisely when it needs to be, and there isn't too much self-indulgence. And what I mean by that is that they haven't got too hecked up on repeating a section or repeating a chorus too many times just because they like it. Everything's been done sort of to their perfect length, and I really like that. They've really hit the nail on the head for each factor here. The guitars add these sweet little intricate harmonies that really layer the track beautifully. The texture is really vibrant. That's always a positive for a rock track. The drums could do with some work on transitions and some better fills, but that's my personal opinion. I do love a good fill to sort of differentiate sections. But for the most part, the sequences were, at least functional. The vocals is what I will be remembering. This is the best I've heard Josh's voice since Bite My Tongue, which is just a little while ago. It's a bit of a throwback, really. He sounds powerful, aggressive, and passionate. Before, obviously, I said that his voice didn't really suit this, but here he showed some gusto to his voice. He had this a bit like Bite My Tongue when he tried these more rougher vocals. It worked well here, and I think he was backed up with this really spacious and epic accompaniment, which really helped him. Lyrically, the song is good too. I mean, if you look at it on paper, it does look a bit cheesy, a bit cliche, but the way the words are delivered over this mix sounds great, and it was really refreshing to hear a singer really surprise me and venture out of his comfort zone. I mentioned comfort zones before, and that's because, every time they went out of their comfort zone, you could tell they were out of their comfort zone, and it just didn't mix here. But this is a good, evolvement. I mean, it's sort of Don Brocco-y, this track. I mean, they've tried to go for this modern British rock sort of appeal, and it's worked better than try to go for the hard rock type stuff. So really keeping it simple here has helped them a lot. And I've said here as well, overall, then this track is a whole deal of fun, and it is. I have to definitely recommend this track, no doubt about it. It also continues a great run of tracks this November. Things just seem to be getting better and better, and I'm really enjoying November so far, and I can't have a bad word really about the song other than, a couple transitions and, production is great. So the things I usually moan about, I can't moan about here. So I'm going to give this one an 8 out of 10 because it's memorable and it's a good rock piece. It's one of the best rock pieces actually to come out this month. Hopefully this review hasn't been too muddled. I'm trying to do this all in one because obviously with the terrible camera I just don't see the point in splitting things up because it's going to sound muddled and nasty anyway. So I hope you enjoyed. Please see the latest videos, the other song reviews, and everything else I posted up on this channel. There will be links down in the description down below to stringbuzz.org, the music journalism site where this all comes from. And I'll see you around next time. Bye-bye.